friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda, and today's reading's a little different. There is no cards to pick from as far as options, but I will be doing a message from Spirit for all you Virgos out there. Now, you don't have to be Sun in Virgo, but certainly if you are Sun in Virgo, welcome. If you're new to this channel, welcome. This is a timeless reading. Now, this could be anyone who has heavy Virgo placements in their chart. So if you are, you know, moon in Virgo, or if you have Virgo ascendant, please feel free to stick around. Now, this can also be, because it is timeless, us going into Virgo season or getting out of Virgo season, and you have clicked on this for a reason. And potentially you just draw in a lot of Virgos. If that's, you know, the case, I tend to draw in a lot of Capricorns for some reason. Almost everyone that is in my group circle is a Capricorn. Now, I do know that out of most Virgos I know, I'm probably the heaviest Virgo energy in my life, and I say so very heavy. I have Sun in Virgo, Ascendant Virgo, my Mercury in Virgo, which is ironic because Mercury represents Virgo, my Saturn in Virgo, my Lilith in Virgo, my North Node in Virgo. So yeah, very heavy Virgo, but I think all that is counterbalanced with my Moon in Leo, so thank God. I think God does love me, giving me that Leo fire in my Moon, because it'd be pretty damn boring if I did not have that Moon in Leo. But maybe we'll let my Leo side deliver this message. That might keep things interesting. But no, I just really felt, you know, inspired to communicate to you Virgos out there what's going on, you know, what's coming in for you, what's happening, like how are things changing, what's good, you know. And yeah, I'm really excited. So I guess we're finding out kind of together here what's in store, and hopefully we get, you know, messages for everyone here who's joined. Like I said, you don't have to have just your Sun in Virgo. You can Google, you know, your birth chart, or make a birth chart online, figure out if you do have, you know, any placements of Virgo. You just need to know the date and time of your birth and where you were born, and have an idea of what that looks like. But anyway, let us do this reading and see what Spirit has to say. We will start off with the tarot, and we will pull a bit of oracle as well. But Spirit, what do we have here for the Virgo audience? And we do want to thank you so much for clear and concise message. And I also want to thank you guys for clicking on this video. For my subscribers, I really truly am grateful for you guys returning. Thank you so much. All right, Virgos, what do we have for you guys? So we're coming in with the Page of Wands. I feel as though really strong from Spirit that there is positive communication coming in about something that has been kind of unclear with the Hangman here. So potentially there's been a period of indecision, or something that has stopped that now is been made apparent, has been made clear. With the pages, they speak of communication. So I do see communication coming in. And with the Page of Pentacles as well, more communication. But Page of Pentacles, you know, is potentially something around finances, or, you know, really solidifying something that might have been all talk, or maybe an idea that's been hovering around is now gaining some traction. And also with the Moon being in reverse here, you know, Moon being reverse could be heavy deception or confusion, but it can also mean coming out of a state of confusion, figuring things out, just with this Hangman in reverse as well. I really feel like there was a period where there was just really heavy confusion, where there was, you know, things were kind of stalled out. Maybe you're trying to sort through, figure out maybe something to do with how to move forward with something in your life. And what I'm really seeing here for you guys, Virgo, is that you guys are getting out of this weird state of limbo, and that things are moving forward, and that there is positive communication as well coming towards you, with the star here being so positive. Star speaking of hope. And I also just feel with it being anchored here that this communication is something that you've been wishing for, something that you've been kind of wanting, something that you've been kind of really dreaming about coming true in your life and really taking place. With this Page of Pentacles in the middle, it is really, you know, not just an idea, not just something that could be. It is actually something that is happening. And you know, I do feel a sense of clarity and really a lightness that kind of comes with the moon being in reverse, that things become a lot clearer. And also even with the Seven of Wands being in reverse, that there is no need to be fighting for maybe answers, fighting to get clarity, fighting for what it is that you want. I just feel like you guys have put in a lot of effort towards what it is that you guys want, and even maybe just making sense of a situation, or like I said, I feel like for a lot of you guys are coming out of a period in time where there was heavy possibly even illusion, or maybe, you know, you're in a state where someone was trying to deceive you or be deceptive or not be clear with you. And just with this Seven of Wands, it speaks of, you know, not needing your guards, maybe putting your guards down. It could also speak of, you know, being caught off guard, but because what I see here with the Three of Cups, the Three of Cups is such a positive card. It is, you know, reconciliation, it is celebration, it is reunion, it is coming together, it is celebrating. And I feel like with the Star and this Three of Cups, that there's no need to maybe fight so hard. Maybe you feel as though you have given up in a fight. Maybe you feel as though you've done everything that you could possibly do in a situation that you kind of had to let in, you know, in fate's hands. And I feel as though that was the right thing to do here, Virgo, because I do see that you are getting what it is that you kind of put in motion here. With the Chariot in reverse, I am getting a message for some of you guys that it's easy for you to gain momentum, but the momentum might be something that is hard to control. And Spirit is cautioning that with the Chariot in reverse, that sometimes if you're going too fast in a direction, you might lose balance. So there is just a caution here about maybe going slower than you intend on going, because with the Page of Pentacles kind of being the beginning, you know, we're kind of have the seed of hope, but then we're kind of a little bit off the rails here with this Chariot. So I do feel as though, you know, this is Spirit telling us Virgos to just kind of maybe go slow. Like what I always kind of get with even, you know, Pentacles, it being kind of a seed, and with the Page of Pentacles, I'm kind of feeling this Ace of Pentacles vibe from that. So it's like the beginning, and you don't really want to just kind of fly blind is kind of what I'm hearing from Spirit. So there is maybe a tendency to fly blind, or yeah, just Spirit cautioning with the speed. Now we do have the Two of Wands, and Two of Wands being a decision. I do see a decision needing to be made in your near future, and I think that with the clarity and things kind of moving forward in your life, it's going to open the door to you having to decide on something. And I feel as though you're going to be of clear mind to make a decision on something that maybe you haven't been able to in the past. Because with this Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like potentially for a lot of you guys might have been feeling very heavy guilt or sadness. Some of you guys might have been hanging on to a lot of, you know, looking back and feeling pain or feeling regret. remorse over something. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you kind of just had to let it go, and now you're able to make a decision that is putting itself forward, and you're able to do so with much more clarity and much more understanding. And I just feel like this is a long time coming for you guys, and that's why I'm kind of feeling with this Chariot being a little bit out of control, is because it's been very slow going, and you're kind of you feel like you got to maybe gain ground, or like you lost a lot of ground here. You know, and yeah, so that's just Spirit kind of cautioning on that. But we're going to pull a little bit more, see what else Spirit has to say. Now, this message could be certainly, you know, like I said, if we're going into Virgo season and you're not a Virgo or Virgo moon or rising sign, and you clicked on this video, could very well be the energy that's surrounding you going into Virgo season. But we're going to see here, Spirit, can we get more messages for Virgo? And if there is timeline here, I just feel like that was current state and a glimpse of potential future state. So some of you guys could already have received. In fact, I'm picking up that a lot of you guys have already received communication, positive communication about something that maybe you were expecting, or something that you have been working on. And I'm also feeling as though that has brought a little bit of clarity to you. Okay, Spirit, what do we have here for Virgo? So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. We have Strength. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. We have the Fool in reverse. We have Temperance coming out, clarifying the Seven of Swords. We have Judgment in reverse. We have the Sun. I love getting the Sun in my readings. I tend to pull the Sun a lot. Yeah, I love the Sun. All right, and we got the Eight of Swords. So what do we have here, Spirit? Just give me a second to pick up this energy. Kind of getting a mixed bag here for this card, or this this spread. So I am feeling that there potentially has been a situation that is kind of putting your financial stability at risk here with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You know, and not necessarily have to be like money-wise, but maybe something that you've worked on career-wise, or I'm really feeling it's more family-based, home, family. Just the stability here has potentially been threatened, or at least there's been some deception or something kind of around threatening that security and that stability and that foundation that you've worked on to build. But I do feel like you're well aware of this, so I don't want to freak you guys out, that this is something that has been in your energy field, I guess. Like you've been really kind of, maybe your life has been turned upside down. Maybe you've moved homes. Maybe you've quit your career, looking at a different career. But with the deception here, I just feel like this is strongly leaning in from, I know that sounds so bad, and I might not be the best person to read this, me being Virgo, but you've been deceiving yourself. You've been deceiving yourself about what stability would, I guess, not what stability would look like, but you've been trading off your sense of stability and putting yourself at risk for some reason, which is announced to me. So we'll take a look, and hopefully I'm not biased. I'll ask spirits for a clear, concise message here. For for communicating what I see. But with this Two of Swords, I do see that you have a decision that needs to be made that maybe you're not making. And I do feel like it is like you're your worst enemy here. Like you're not following up on something, or you're not pulling the trigger on something. In fact, you might be lying to yourself or deceiving yourself about what's going to be more stable for you. I do, though, see a very positive card here with the Strength and the fact that the Four of Cups here is in reverse, that you are now able to kind of see the forest for the trees. And I think in passing, maybe you were, like I said, lying to yourself, and being able to see things a little clearer, or at least, I think instead of seeing things clearer, what Spirit is saying is you're able now to take what matters and actually appreciate what matters, and not be so focused in on the things that might not be working, and be able to use that in order to push you in the right direction that maybe otherwise you have been kind of putting at risk or taking for granted, or have a sense of boredom almost within that. Yeah, I feel like with the Fool in reverse here, like there's been, well, I mentioned Virgos being boring. Maybe I did. Well, forgive me, but you know, that's kind of a stigma, I guess, around Virgos, and I was just sensing like you've been very bored, and potentially you've been trying to find some excitement in your life. And with the Fool in reverse, I just feel like you've been trying to play safe. This is in the past, or maybe for the bulk of your life, or for the majority of time, or whatever you're working on. And then you were kind of risking your sense of stability, your sense of family, your sense of, you know, maybe, yeah, your security. And I know being a Virgo, like that is highly important to you, your stability, your security, what you've built up. But I feel like lately you've just been like throwing caution to the wind, and maybe even deceiving yourself by what you're telling yourself. Again, this is kind of past energy, so you would know what this is about, because I'm feeling what's more current is you now kind of having to make a decision, because I don't think you fully did, but at least I think you're now clear as to, that could have been like the last spread we did there with the Moon in reverse, and having some clarity, and the Hangman in reverse, that a period of limbo is now, you know, being discovered, if you will. So I feel like you have all the information now based on the Moon coming clear, based on anything that was in limbo, based on, you know, that communication coming in, based on that wish, desire kind of now coming forward. I feel like you are in the state of indecision or unable to act. And you're kind of looking at what matters, and you're kind of using your, you're kind of putting different eyes on, if you will, to look at your situation differently than you have in passing. And I feel like now, going back to that reverse chariot that we were seeing, that maybe you were really rushing. Yeah, I'm feeling that actually. You were really rushing towards something that was a little bit chaotic, and you were risking and maybe deceiving yourself by either what your actions or what you're telling yourself. And now you're kind of realizing where your strengths are in this situation and what matters. And you're being able to kind of balance this out in order for you to make a decision. But I just feel really strongly here with this Judgment in reverse and this Two of Swords that you are unable to make a decision, like hardcore. And I know, being a Virgo, like I'm very decisive, black or white. I mean, I don't usually tend to be very spontaneous, but I never sit Two of Swords for that long. Like, I just don't understand, now that you have your information, why you're sitting here. Because the Judgment in reverse just means like you're not really open to the awakening, open to this realization, open to this new information. You're kind of just sitting there, not making a decision. Okay. And with the Sun, I just feel like this is so positive. Every time I get the Sun, it's like you know, it's life, it's clarity. And in this case, I just feel like it's clarity. Like you're finally getting some clarity around some information that's you've been kind of waiting on, or that you can see way better now, and it's giving you, you know, the strength and the vision you need in order to make these decisions. But I do feel as though you are stuck. You're stuck in this Eight of Swords, which is this mental prison. You're stuck in these limitation of what it is that you have put in place, maybe something you're telling yourself. Yeah, I do see with this Eight of Swords and this, you know, this Two of Swords and this Judgment, you're still kind of not able to make a decision and pull forward because of this Eight of Swords. So we'll ask Spirit for some clarity around the Eight of Swords. Spirit, for the Virgos, can we get some clarity around this Eight of Swords? Thank you. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in reverse. And for those of you guys who have had readings from me, the Queen of Swords in reverse to me is my bitch card. I can say that. Yeah, it's someone kind of cold, calculating, cutting. And then you have the Magician. So I just feel like I want one more card here. I just felt like kind of like a manipulative energy, and I don't know if it was yours or what, but let's see. And I don't know if I shared with you guys, but I can't do my own readings. I mean, shame on me, but it's so difficult. So I don't know if maybe this is part of the challenge that I'm having here. So you'll have to leave a comment if any of this is resonating. Like, I know what it is that I'm getting from Spirit here, because I am reading for a collective, but I just feel as though I'm getting the same feeling from this, that, like, is this your manipulative energy? Is this... I just feel like there is this, you know, well, Magician in reverse would be manipulative, but it's almost like you're on purpose being cold and calculating, which to me is manipulative. So, I don't know. That's kind of interesting here. We have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, well, pages are messages, messengers of news. In this case with Cups, it is emotion. It is maybe, you know, the stirrings of love. I just feel like there's this cold, calculating bitch coming out who's maybe wanting to manifest the beginning of love. I'm going to pull one more. Spirit, please, can we get a card here clarifying what's going on with this Queen of Swords in reverse and this Magician? Is this the fellow Virgo? Is this someone else coming in? Got the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, I just got from Spirit that with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and because you had the Two of Swords, that it is based on this decision that needs to be made, and you're having a very difficult time making a decision and really trying to actually make a decision here. And I think for a lot of you guys, it is difficult because if you are, well, anything like me, I mean, you probably are used to making decisions and being pretty decisive. And the fact that this is up in the air, it's making things very difficult for you. So yeah, you're kind of trying to make it make sense. You're trying to hold things together. You're trying to make things clear. And I feel as though this is making you kind of bitchy, and you're kind of cold, and you're kind of cutting things out that don't really maybe need to be cut out in order to manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest here. And like I said, with this Page of Cups, it does speak of love, you know, stirrings of love. And maybe I feel like you might be focused on, you know, what, I guess, the stirrings of love or the beginnings of love. But I do feel as though there's a lot of imbalance here. And yeah, I feel like it's pretty imbalanced. And maybe that's why it's so difficult to make a decision, because I feel as though for a lot of you guys, you're feeling this state of imbalance. And also getting from Spirit that maybe something is out of your control. Totally getting with the reverse chariot now, thank you, Spirit, and this Two of Pentacles in reverse. I think things become very clear to you that you don't have control. And I think things become very clear to you, the state of affairs that you're dealing with. I think things become very clear to you, that to the point where you now realize what's important to you. And knowing what you know, you have a very difficult time making a decision, because you feel as though you have to be cold or calculating in a way that's going to manifest what it is that you want, which is this, you know, this emotional peace, beginning of love, a connection, a relationship, the beginning, the stirrings of love. And yeah, I just feel like you might be potentially telling yourself something about this that might be still holding you back with that Eight of Swords. What I will do is pull another deck here, see what sort of energy vibe we get. Wasn't intending on using another deck. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you, we're going to do the pendulum. So think of a question that you might have. We'll get a yes or no and see what your answer is. So you might want to be thinking of that now. But Spirit will ask here for my Virgos some more information regarding what's going on in their life right now, what's coming into their life right now. Thank you. We have the King of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Hermit. More Virgo. Oh, everything I touch turns to Virgo. And Virgos are always in my readings. I get a lot of earth energy. I don't know if you guys notice. I do Virgo, keep getting Capricorn, keep getting all this earth energy. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, Hermit represents Virgo. Well, it's kind of a given here. Four of Swords. So with the Swords energy, I know that is a lot of air energy. So we got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in. Got the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, we got Leo. I did mention my moon in Leo here. We got with Strength. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. And we got the Empress card. Yeah, still feeling this is kind of... Okay, let's start from the beginning. Feel with the King of Swords that there is someone coming in here providing you clarity around an emotional beginning. And potentially this person is either coming back into your life, or this person is now, or you're meeting this person now that is opening this door to start an emotional new beginning. Now, I feel as though for a lot of you guys have been in hermit mode or really closed off. That's kind of funny because, well, not funny, but I just find it interesting that you have the Hermit here and then you have the Strength. So I find that it's going to take a lot of courage for you and strength for you to even just be receptive to this new beginning, this emotional new beginning. I feel like even though you guys are fairly inspired and feel as though maybe this is a divinely thing that's happening for a reason and kind of fate is, you know, bringing this to you. And I do feel like there's a lot of inspiration here, like for sure. I just feel like for a lot of you guys, you're kind of looking at this as I'm so tired and I'm not really seeing any results really. It's more of like I'm hoping, I'm wishing, I'm hoping, I'm wishing, and I'm putting in all the effort and I don't really feel I've seen any fruit kind of coming from this. Yeah, I'm really feeling really strongly now. Actually, this is someone from your past coming in, and there's a period of break with this Four of Swords. It's like a period of healing, a period of break, a period of time where now this person's coming in wanting an emotional beginning, but also wanting to work with you. You know, with the Three of Pentacles, wanting to collaborate, wanting to kind of work on something with you, but you're kind of in hermit mode, and you're kind of like, know that you need to muster up energy in order to kind of either move forward or not. And I feel like you're inspired to, and you're kind of, you know what you're fated to do. But I feel for a lot of you guys, you're just like really asking yourself, like, what have I really been seeing for myself? Is this something that, you know, I'm putting all this energy and I'm not really seeing the results of what I need? So it's taking quite some strength. But the anchoring card here being the Empress, like the Empress card is so powerful. You know, this is love, this is divine feminine, this is someone stepping into their power, this is fertility, abundance. Yeah, I'm just really getting that you know what, I just feel, yeah, with this Wheel of Fortune and this Empress, like you really know what it is that is meant for you in your life at this point in time. Like you're really clear as to what's going to make you happy, what's kind of for you, is out there for you. And I just feel as though you feel like you're putting in this energy, you're spinning your wheels, or putting in this effort because of this passion or this knowing, you know, this spark of knowing that eventually what's meant for you is kind of coming in for you. But you are really just tired. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, the indecision here is whether or not you want to maintain putting in all the effort that you've been continuously putting in, or just kind of lighting that spark and letting the wheel take control, which is just destiny kind of happening. I feel like that's what is going on. And because of the last spread that we saw there with the kind of bitch card and the well, bitch card, I should probably stop saying that on this. Oh boy. The reverse Queen of Swords, and with the Magician, that what we were seeing there is, I think for a lot of you guys decide to maybe cut yourself off emotionally and let things unfold, because that's the easiest thing for you to do. Yeah, it's totally what I see. All right, so we're gonna pull these cards. Look how awesome these cards are with the blue. But okay, so Spirit, what messages do we have here for Virgos? What messages do we have here for Virgos? Thank you so much. I have here, move your body. What else do we have here for Virgos? Mull it over. I think for a lot of you guys, you're so tired of mulling it over. Leave room for whimsy. And one more. Multiple streams of income. Okay, so a couple of these things are really ringing true for me, but I do feel like here with the, I'll start with this one. Leave room for whimsy. I do feel like with the Chariot there, and even just something that I've always had to be kind of reminded about, is all these, you know, areas outside of the black and white that bring in the whimsy. And I just feel like with the Chariot in reverse, and with that Four of Cups we were seeing there in the reverse, I just feel like potentially there is this way about you that you might be missing out on things that matter and things that are important. And this is Spirit just saying leave room for whimsy, right? Like all these magical things that are happening kind of around you, but you're kind of maybe focused on other things. And for a lot of you guys, again, this one ringing true for me with the multiple streams of income, I just feel like maybe you're getting stuck in that whole cycle of, yeah, like, you know, if you have your side hustle, you have your day job, you might have all these things on the go that you're not really allowing yourself to enjoy emotionally. Maybe this connection, maybe, you know, what it is that is going to emotionally fulfill you and bring in your heart's desire here, because you are kind of being a Virgo with your drive, with your need to kind of control things in a way that's very orderly and going down this path. With mulling it over and this move your body, I just feel like it's time to stop mulling things over. Even though this is telling you mull it over, I feel like you got to stop mulling things over, because with that Two of Swords, that indecision, and just act, because move your body. I'm really getting the sense of, you know, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, like movement, like forward movement, like just go and do it. And I feel like you're tired of mulling it over. You know, with the Four of Swords, I'm getting that heavy vibe from here. Like there's a period of time, I guess, one, where your person has been maybe out of your radar here, because I do sense that this person's kind of coming back into your radar. But I also feel like for you, you've been trying to heal. You've been trying to overcome something, and you've been really, really in your head, like really in your head. I mean, Virgos are always in their head, but to get the Hermit, to get a Virgo, get a Hermit, like that's like double in your head. And you're just done with mulling it over. You want this, you want to be able to move forward and move your body. I'm just really picking up from Spirit, just action something, but also because that reverse Chariot, that, you know, you don't want to just be actioning for the sake of it, but just at least gain that momentum, that spark, that, you know, that forward movement's going to get you. And then, you know, kind of try to see what results you get, rather than just full steam ahead. Just kind of take the first steps in driving this off the ground a little bit. Okay, so let's pull these, see what we get. Spirit, for Virgos, can we get some cards here for Virgos? What messages do we have for Virgos coming in? What's coming in for Virgo? Thank you. Universal love, and one more. Divine feminine. Well, you do see the divine feminine here with the Empress. You get the divine feminine. I feel like a lot of you guys are coming into your power, like a lot of you guys, if you haven't already. And I feel like this is like right around the corner for you. And obviously with the divine feminine comes the universal love. Now we have the number 44, which could be significant. Also, then you might be seeing 44. Just Google 44 angel number and see what message is there for you. But just that can also be 8. And 8 to me is infinity. So, you know, with the strength card here and the infinity, I feel like there's something about this love coming in that is a timeless, universal love. It's like an unconditional love. And I feel as though with the strength being in the middle here, I feel as though you are undecided as to what is the best course of action for you in the 3D, because as we saw with that 10 of Pentacles, you have a stability about you that you've built for yourself. And I just feel like you're at one point, potentially, you're willing to risk your stability. And I just feel you possibly are falling back into your old patterns, because with the 8 of Swords and the mental prison, I do feel as though you might be telling yourself or trying to build your empire again somehow. Back to this universal card, universal love. It says the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole existence itself. Yeah, I just feel like this transcends, like it's not even really even about this connection, love. I feel like you're kind of really stepping into your power, and you're bringing this, you're vibrating at such a high level that I feel like you're drawing in a lot of energy from a lot of different areas, and a lot of different people are kind of drawn to you. And this universal love is like, you know, people that you don't even need to get to know, or people you don't even have to have conversations with. Just people want to be near you. People want to be in your vicinity. People feel your energy. People feel so drawn to you with your energy, that they feel this love radiating from you, and you just feel like you're feeling it too, and you're giving it back. And it's like this like infinity, right? It's like looping around you, and the more you're getting, the more you're able to give. I just feel really positive with that card. And with the 21 here, could be significant, which is the number 3. And we were seeing the 3 of Pentacles, which is building something. And I feel like you want to be able to build something, not only in this connection, but I feel like you really want to build something for yourself. I feel like you're wanting to build your stability. You're really wanting to maybe find a way to have multiple streams of income, or be able to, you know, follow up on a dream that you've had, to be able to really step into your full power. So here with the Divine Feminine is the frequency of Divine Feminine supports a receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. So I just feel like, yeah, you're not only understanding why you're kind of put here on earth, but I feel as though you're helping other people connect to their divine feminine energy. I feel like you're really expressing yourself in a way that allows other people to tap into their divine feminine and their creative energy and birth something out of their own life and feel inspired. And I just feel like you're destined, you're fated to be on this calling, which I think is allowing you to have these multiple streams of income, because it's just kind of happening and clicking for you. Yeah, we're kind of seeing these two things kind of coming in together at the same time. So your own emotional life and your existing stability from past kind of morphing, and your future opportunity coming in as well. So I just feel like maybe that's a lot for you. A lot of things kind of coming at you from different angles. Yeah, so Spirit, what else do we have here for Virgos? These are two really beautiful cards. I'm so glad we got Universal Love and Divine Feminine. I just really feel like a lot of you guys are really stepping into your power and fully utilizing your strengths, whatever talents you have, in order to actually do what it is that you're meant to do, what you're here put on earth to do with this Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like everything is turning up really lucky for you, like really lucky. Like you're probably going to have, not even probably, your finances are totally in line, but it's because you're just vibrating in the right way. I mean, I feel for a lot of you guys, it just kind of things are happening and falling in your lap. Not that to take away from what you guys have done, because I feel like you guys totally deserve it and have put in a lot of energy, a lot of effort into what it is that you're doing. And there might be some haters out there that are hell upset because you're just like bringing in the dough, because that's what you do, just by being you and being yourself. But I feel like for you, it's so much more than any of that. Like you're just so on your mission of what you want to do. With this universal love, with this unconditional love that you're just bringing and pouring onto others around you. And I do feel like potentially this is why your person is so drawn to you and came out in this reading in this weird way, which that's very interesting. Yeah, that's a whole other thing, because I think you're balanced for the most part, but I just feel like maybe in this connection, you're being thrown a little bit out balance, because you have, yeah, I feel like things are sectioned off in your life, and I think you're having to deal with maybe someone in your life that you might be hitting an impasse with, and it's been difficult, but you're also feeling the vibration and of what you're manifesting in this life. So you're kind of manifesting and stepping into your full power as this Empress. And what we were seeing there with my reverse Queen of Swords, and the Magician, it's like you have to manifest something for yourself. And maybe a lot of you guys feel bad that you feel cold, or you have to cut someone or something out of your life in order to stay on your path. So here we have pattern breaker. Yeah, like totally feeling as though we were seeing that Four of Swords, that there was a period of rest, and there was, you know, that realization, what we were seeing at the beginning with the Page coming in with communication, that the Moon in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, that there's been clarity around this pattern coming to an end, maybe a pattern in your life that you've been kind of repeating these cycles. But I really feel as though it is heart orientated. It is around something either that you've wanted to do that's going to fulfill your divine feminine, your calling, something that's going to bring you such joy. But I also feel like it's close to your heart. So potentially this connection that you're involved with that left and has come back, or that's resurfacing, or that you're heavily contemplating here, trying to control yourself as far as what it is that you want in this connection and what it is you want for yourself. With this pattern breaker, I feel as though you are actively breaking any sort of patterns from not only your life, but your ancestral patterns that you've been repeating and repeating. And I feel here very strongly that you're helping other people break their patterns. People who have been trapped in patterns, unhealthy patterns, people have been unable to tap into their heart, people have been unable to tap into their emotional light, people who have been disconnected from their heart energy. I'm seeing a lot of green as well, which is heart chakra. I'm just seeing like people who have been disconnected from their heart and connecting with their emotions are really drawn to you and are able to heal through your ability to break patterns, and them being able to do the same in their lives is very empowering. So you're really empowering these people with this unconditional love through your divine feminine, and you just so happen to be, you know, hella good at it, making these multiple streams of income. So good for you, Virgo. This is a very positive reading. Yeah, that's how I'd like to close it out, actually. For the cards anyway, we will do the pendulum. And I think for the pendulum, now the best way to do this, probably, let me just move these cards over. So you can see, and I don't know how clear this is going to be, but we will, you can pause the video right now, but this should be a yes or no question that you have. And yeah, keep it fairly simple, yes or no. And yeah, pause it, and when you're ready to go, we will ask Spirit for your answer. I'm going to come up with mine so we can know what our answer is. All right, ask your question. The answer is yes. And yeah, the answer is yes. So whatever you ask, the answer is yes. Again, energy is fluid, so it can very well change, and there is always free will. And again, I'm just a pair of talking hands on the internet, so if you wanted to know, then, you know, it could certainly be a no at some other dimension. But if we're going down this path, your answer was yes. Your cards are positive. Us Virgos can celebrate. My Leo moon is going to be arrogant now. Not calling you Leos arrogant. Anyway, I had a lot of fun doing this reading. I certainly appreciated you guys stopping in. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Unless you don't want to, then I don't care. But I would appreciate some subscribers here. And I'd also appreciate a like. So leave a like, leave a comment. If you don't like me, leave a comment as well. I find those hilarious. We'll talk to you soon. See you later. Bye.